Ready.
I think we are live and recording.
Yes, we are coming up. Should be just going to do a quick test here. Everybody jumping in. We are live.
We
did it.
Awesome.
Go team. All right, guys. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day. We are live. So right now, as we're doing this, we got another computer here because we're not used to having two computers, right? So I'm jumping onto the live stream because I want to be able to see your guys' comments. So today,
we love to see your comments.
We are super pumped. We've been building this up for a little while, guys. We have Captain James from
himself,
Bombarda Rum, here to talk about his rum, everything he's got going on.
The legend behind Bombarda Rum.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm jumping up here, and because my computer is super fast.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
Hey, Jeremy's on.
We got you, Sean, Jeremy. Thank you so much for jumping on. So I got you on the left-hand side. I'm going to keep up as I go here. Super appreciate it. I'm really excited. So without further ado, you guys know who we are. You know what we're all about here. Let's talk about some Bombarda rum. So, Captain, let's hear a little bit about
hang on. Wait.
Marty being
I'm going to jump in here. I'm just going to let everybody know, in honor of this auspicious occasion.
Very nice.
I use that word auspicious once more, right?
It's very nice.
I am having the Falconet, the Bombarda Falconet. And hey, Jim, just so you know here, buddy. Hey, it's almost gone. I'm running low. Supplies are getting low.
That means we're gonna have to buy more.
And you know what else I found out from Captain James is that you can find Bombarda rum at all the Total Wine across the country.
So if you guys got a Total Wine nearby, that's where you find it.
That is where you find Bombarda rum.
That's amazing.
Am I right there, Jim?
That's right. 168 stores.
Wow.
I'm happy to say they were our first buyer. And by the time we got it into all the stores, it was October. And recently we just launched the product in all the Total Wines in Florida. And it's flying off the shelf, man. Everybody loves it. We have some lower prices now for the summer push. A lot of tastings going on. And we got a lot of excitement with our friends over at Total Wine, man. It's going great.
That's incredible. So I kind of jumped ahead a little bit. So let's back up just a little bit. So let's find out a little bit about you and your rum company, how this all came to be. I did a little bit of research on your website.
He drank your rum.
I drank your research. But yeah, your website has a very, very good, meaningful story to it. Right. And I really, it really meant a lot to me in reading that, because I can understand a lot of what you put down there, and the importance and how you're dedicating, your rum company to your father, Papa George, right?
That's right.
And I think that is incredible. I think that really is I think it's a great story. So, but I'm trying not to jump ahead here too much, but we really do want to find out, how this all came to be from your own words. Your experiences, the things that you used to do. I've talked to you numerous times. You've got some fantastic, wonderful stories that I would love to have you share with everyone here.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Okay, there you go.
Love Roger's passion, man. And so, Roger, once again, I really appreciate you guys having me here. And so the story of Bombarda, and my story is simple, right? When I was younger, growing up in South Florida, being a boater, a surfer, a diver, I would always travel far away, a lot to Central America, the Caribbean, South America. And of course, back in the 80s and 90s doing this, my parents would be quite worried about me flying to Nicaragua or flying to Panama or flying to Costa Rica. And in those days, I would always bring back some cool rums from those destinations, obviously, through the Caribbean and Latin America and all that. And I would share these rums with my dad upon my return for these trips. It became like just customary. Hey, where are you going now, son? When you get back, let's sit down. We talk about life. We shoot the S. We relax, talk about life, and just have some fun together. And so that happened. We probably shared Rums for 35, 40 years, up until the last day that my father passed away in 2020. He actually was living side by side with his 99-year-old brother, right? And both these guys were rum lovers. And to his last day, I would bring my dad and my uncle a little shots of Bombarda. At the time, little shots of other rum because I hadn't started Bombarda. So I kind of did some bootlegging into a nursing home, and that was pretty interesting, you know. And so and I would sneak in the rums, and all the guys would just appear, you know, in the cafeteria, and I'd sneak them little shots, and they all knew when Jim was coming to town, you know, coming to visit them. And so up until his passing day, you know, we really enjoyed those times together. And after he passed away, I really wanted to take those times and the bond that we had created over the years over the spirit of rum, and I wanted to really do something unique. It just came to me. It came to me on a trip that I had taken to the Dry Tortugas. My father and I always wanted to go there together. We never did. And so I wanted to create something with meaning, with purpose, and dedicated towards that father and son bond that my dad and I had created. But I wanted to do it in a way that was bold. I wanted a kick-ass bottle. I wanted a bottle that could really capture the meaning and the soul of rum. And so going to the Dry Tortugas, I literally said, okay, the cannon bottle is what I need to produce, to really create an amazing brand. And so that began the search that I was on to create a brand that would stand out. I traveled throughout the Caribbean. I traveled to, you know, Europe. The glass is actually from a company in Czech Republic. Took about a year to create the mold and get it made. The closures are very heavy. They're from Italy. And the rums are obviously from the finest distilleries throughout the Caribbean. And the blends are created in the Netherlands. We actually source the rums and we blend them in the Netherlands, and we ship them back here to the United States.
Wow.
And the reason I decided to do that is the Dutch, believe it or not, have made the best rums and have been in the rum business for over 300 years. So the companies and the blenders and the companies that I work with have been doing this for 300 years, and they really know what they're doing, and they create incredible magic blends. And our blends are different, Roger, because we don't really use the Solera system. The Solera system really cannot produce an accurate age statement. And one of the most important things that we bring to the table is a pure rum. And we do deliver our rums with a true age statement. We list the younger age on the bottles. And we're all about being just pure and true. We don't add any colorants or any caramels or any extra sugars to any of our rums. And they're all aged in, you know, bourbon casks, and we have some Armagnac cask age, and we have some whiskey cask age coming out in the future.
Wow.
But we really feel that, you know, back to the original story, I wanted to do something true. I wanted to do something pure, and I wanted to deliver a great product for a great price, and put it in a bottle that was just able to capture all the stories that come with the spirit of rum. I mean, the rum is one of the oldest spirits, you know, 400 years, at least 400 years. And, you know, rum has a lot of meaning. There's a lot of history to it. And so the story was about me personally and sharing rums with my father. But most important and secondarily, you know, it was important that I really deliver a brand with meaning, that offered good value and that had stories. And so the cannon bottle really gives us a chance to tell some cool stories and create all these blends. And, you know, that we've had a lot of fun doing this. It's been a lot of work, and we are, you know, slowly but surely growing across the country. We've got a kick-ass website coming out, brand new, with a lot of just great graphics and great information about the brand and cool recipes. And we're just having a good time. You know,
I hope that you're going to keep the story on there.
The story is front and center of everything we do.
Okay.
You know, and the story is very important to a lot of our you know, clients that enjoy the rum. It's authentic. And it's a meaningful story. I mean, right now around Memorial Day is a very important time for the brand. It leads into Father's Day in a couple of weeks, and we've been able to at least have 60 tastings in 60 different locations across the country of Total Wine.
It's awesome.
And great response. You know, everybody loves the rums. You know, you guys have tried some of the rums. You know that there's a lot of.
So this is one of your most recent ones right here, right?
The formidable. That's it, man.
That's right. So this is going to be one that a little bit of a spoiler alert. We're going to be trying in the near future,
Absolutely.
and we're going to try and hopefully maybe get lined up with you, and maybe we'll do a live tasting as well, right?
Really, yeah, we would really love that. And that product is a single origin Barbados 18-year reserve aged ex bourbon. It's really an amazing product. Only 863 bottles on the planet. Wow. It is a one-time delivery of only 863 bottles. Then it's gone forever.
Oh man. I'm not even sure I want to open it now.
Yeah, that's
now
it.
You're gonna make him never drink it.
I'm not even
special.
Open
Every time he hears stuff like that,
man.
we never open it, and he makes me stare at it forever.
Okay.
No, that's a great listen. We have a recipe online. It's the arrogantly old fashioned, and that's the rum you want to use it for. That's an old fashioned, neat on the rocks. However you guys want to enjoy that. And of course, I need to tease the audience, and I'm going to show you guys something right now. Excuse my disappearance. We have the gold bottle.
Yes. I have heard mystical tales of this gold bottle.
The Golden Devil is man, come ashore with a 22-year age Guyana rum in Armagnac casks.
Armagnac
cotton candy in a gold bottle, man.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
You'll have that in 2 months.
2 months. All right. I'm already putting it on the calendar.
2 months. And so the reason I'm teasing the audience is once a year, man, we're going to do a limited edition. Formidable, the one that Roger had in his hand, Formidable 18 is our 2022 release, or actually, excuse me, 2021 release. And once a year, we're going to do a special edition, limited, rum, high-end 16, 18, 22 years. And this one is probably the Golden Devil, or the Sovereign XO22, is one for the record books, man. It is just amazing.
It looks cool. Terry's already said I would hang on to that one. He's getting all kinds of people excited about that.
Yeah, we got to deliver the regular rums, you know, the Culver and the Falconet. We've got Drake that we haven't talked to you about, that's online right now, Drake.
Yes.
That's something we're going to share with you guys. And we've got those once a year limited edition. And I think everybody should just collect those, because we're going to keep coming out year after year with some pretty cool, rums and dedicated stories, right?
Okay, so Captain James, I got to ask you, where can they find, for example, the Formidable? Can they find it? They probably can't find it at Total Wine, can they?
No, Total Wine, we did not do a deal.
There's only 863 bottles of this.
Right. We wanted to hold that exclusively online.
Okay.
So you can go to shop.bombardarum.com.
There you go.
For all the subscribers, for you guys, you type in the word brothers in the coupon code, and it's 10% off.
There you go.
There you go.
That's
Captain
amazing.
James is already saving you money.
We're saving money,
right?
I think there's free delivery, 10% off.
Oh,
and I promise you'll be coming back for more of this one.
One more time. What was that coupon code? One more time.
Brothers. Like brothers in arms. Brothers.
Is that all caps?
No, you can no, not cap.
See, there you go. I mean, Captain James is saving you money. He's got, might be free shipping on there as well. 10%. What are you doing with your life? Go check it out. BombardaRum.com, right? Yes.
So I got my first complaint of the day. We get these from time to time. Mark's being hard on us here. So Mark says, it sounds amazing, but I can't buy it in Canada. What can we do? What are we going to do?
we just actually signed up with a retail chain in Alberta. So we are in Canada.
Boom, Mark,
Um,
solved your
I can-
problems.
if you send me his name and address, we'll get a bottle out to him. I've
Perfect,
been
Mark.
delivering bottles. Yep.
Mark,
no
you get
problem.
us an email. We're gonna get it to you, man. This is what we do. We solve rum problems.
Yep. We're here for
Yeah,
you.
we're kind of like modern day rum runners.
That's right. Whoa.
Whoa.
We're still trying to get approved by PBS.
PBS.
So we
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah, there you go, dude.
Right here. Yep. It's just all joke. Yeah. Yeah. But
don't shut us down, YouTube.
Well, just don't tell that nursing home that I was sneaking rums in for a year.
nobody will know.
Ah, nobody watches this. It's fine.
I think one night, even the director of the funeral home is like, "What are you guys doing in here?" You know, and he's looking around. I'm like, yeah. It's good.
That's awesome.
That is.
I love it. So let's see
Looks
here.
like we've got quite a few people.
So we got
on here.
Drums and Rums in the house. Paul,
Hey, Paul.
you might be familiar with
Yep.
Paul from Drums
My
and
man,
Rums.
Paul.
Saying we got a great guest tonight. We absolutely
We do.
Looks like Mark's going to get us an email. Appreciate it. Go visit. Drums and Rums says you got to come visit the beaches of Iowa.
Yeah, there you
the
go.
Beaches of Iowa. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful
baby.
here, especially in February.
You guys come down to Miami in February. You know, I always got a key available for you guys.
Oh man.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. I got to say, one of the things that you were talking about is, you wanted to build a good product,
Right.
that really, kind of commemorates, what you and your father were sharing, the stories that you shared, those memories, right? And that's really, what we found. I mean, Robert and I will sit back and we'll go on trips or whatever, and we're building memories. A good rum right alongside of us. Really, it's just a special occasion, and
Exactly.
you build those solid memories, and you taste a good rum, and it brings some of those memories back,
Absolutely.
and it's just so much of this is about family and building those memories, and I really admire what you're building here. So
Thank you.
what year did you start your rum company?
I started the rum company shortly after my dad passed away, April 2020.
April
Wow.
2020.
What a time to
So
start
that
too.
is a tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough experience. When you lose your parent, it's a tough experience all the way around.
Right.
Let alone during a pandemic, and you're starting a new venture, a new business, but you look back at a short period of time, because you've not been doing this for very long at all, right?
No.
And you look back and you've grown tremendously in a very short period of time. I mean, to get that awarded with Total Wine nationwide, that's huge. That congratulations on that. I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah,
And
and it was something that we didn't expect. I mean, I put my heart and soul into this. And so the main buyers at Total One Rum were like, okay, innovation, dude, you get 5-star. But the liquid, you get 5-star.
yeah.
We'll take 30,000 bottles.
See, I think that's like, honestly, like, so it's funny because I'm just gonna say here real quick, for anybody that's watched the reviews on the Falconet Culverin, make sure you watch the reviews on
Yep.
those. That it's phenomenal. And here's the thing, we've had a lot of rum companies we've gone through. We're very honest on this show. We
We
have
are.
ripped apart some rum
Yeah.
companies
Some rum companies
inside
are-
out. Okay. So when we're telling you that it's kind of crazy that you started in 2020, not only did you come up with some of the best packaging we've ever seen, which is amazing.
This is incredible. I love this.
But just like Total Wine,
Love
the
this.
inside, there's a reason that they're almost gone. Both of the ones they're both at the bottom.
yes.
Is because we love them, and they're honestly really, really good. And that's not an easy task to get it that right. So just again, I know Roger said it, but like it is an amazing job. Did an amazing job.
You did an amazing job. And I will say this also. So just so everyone knows and understands, when a bottle is this good that comes down to this point, you can tell them, Robert, what usually happens when it hits this point. We don't drink it. We don't drink it anymore.
He hides it
because I'm like, I want to savor this.
I can't even drink it anymore.
It's like it's gone. It disappears.
It's ridiculous.
I've got these little stash hiding spots that I'll hide this and I'll bring this out occasionally and be like, hey, you want some of this? Oh yeah, where's that?
I didn't know we still had it.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting, and I want to add to that, right? So when I made these blends and I put them in front of some of the toughest rum connoisseurs, Rob was one of them. You guys know Rob here in Miami, right?
Yes.
Yep.
He's like, James, he's like, these are amazing. Time to go to market. He was right? And he's a connoisseur, and he's tough.
He is.
Yes.
Right? He'll just be very transparent. He'll tell you the truth. And the reason that the rums are getting such good reviews is it's important that you understand the difference between a Solera system and a static blend system. All right. So Soleras are basically a type of blend that started in Andalusia, Spain, in the sherry market. And obviously, when everybody moved to this side of the world, they brought that process into Central America, and they've been using it for rums for so long. But the issue with that, and I go into detail on that in the investor video, the reason is that it really cannot give you a true age of the liquid.
Right?
The Solera system strips the rum of its flavor by cold filtering. That's a process that maybe nobody on your show knows. The cold filtration of any spirit strips the spirit of its real natural flavor. It's almost like if you've had whole milk and then you're drinking skim milk or 2%. Let's face it, whole milk, we can't really always enjoy it, but that's the one we like. It's the same thing in a spirit when you cold filter. Cold filtering just takes the flavor out of the spirit, in this particular case, rum. So we decided not to cold filter. It was bold. There's not many companies in America that make rums without cold filtering, because that gets it ready for the addition of caramels and colorants and extra sugars that they put in. And it's quite surprising how much sugar goes into these rums. And interestingly enough, Bombarda is really good neat on the rocks, and it's also good in a cocktail. And that's why we wanted to have the rums shine both neat on the rocks and in cocktails. And so getting rid of all those extra ingredients, you're going to taste the whiskey, you're going to taste the bourbon aging, you're going to taste pure rum. And at the same time, when you mix it with your cocktail, you're going to get the fruit flavor, you're going to get the mixer flavor more than just sugar. Sugar, 2 or 3 glasses of some of these rums, you're on a sugar rush.
Oh yeah.
You wake up with a hangover.
Yep.
And I'm happy to say, you take three cocktails or 4 cocktails of any of the competitors' rums, and you take 3 or 4 of mine the next day, you will not have a hangover. Now, you drink a half a bottle or a whole bottle, maybe. But all that extra ingredients, all that stripping, all that ripping the rum apart does the spirit no justice. And so that's why our rums in our blend shine, is I've taken the real way rums were made and I've put it front and center in the brand. And this is the way rums were made in the old days. They didn't have any of the added shit. Don't mind me saying that. They didn't have any of the added ingredients.
Just lost the PBS listing.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
And so, listen, it's pure, it's true to the age, and that's what we want to deliver to the rum community. And we're going to stay at it, guys. And so I hope.
But hang on before you jump in,
All right.
because I'm just I was listening to you and I'm thinking a good comparison is the fact that you can drink half bottle to a whole bottle, and you'll wake up next morning, you might have a hangover night. So that sounds like a test that maybe we need to go through.
We might have to test.
I'm thinking that maybe we need to find another couple of bottles.
This is product testing,
and we test this, and so we can share that.
It's a great idea,
right?
I'm in.
Right?
Make sure it's an event happening, so you can continue to celebrate into the wee hours of the night.
Right.
There you go.
See what happens the next day. But you drink a bottle, I don't know, it's
So
I guess I got to keep sending the bottles and we'll see what happens.
Oh, we're going to put it on speed order here. We're going to have a
Yeah,
regular order coming in. One of the cool things is that I want to point out. So on this show, as you guys know, this is the best rum community in all of YouTube. We've been building this for a while. And the reason it's the best is because we invite all rum drinkers. And here's what's really cool, guys. We have a rum here that is 100%, I'm giving it a Robert certification of the rum that it doesn't matter what level you're at.
No.
This one is worth the try. So we get into some of those rums where maybe your palate needs to be a little bit more developed. Maybe it's not the one for you, right? This rum brings out so many natural flavors, so many delicious smoothness, ways that it goes down, that it truly is a great rum no matter what level you're at and can be appreciated for everyone.
Less of a burn.
Yeah, for anybody really concerned about that, I just want you to know, spending your money, you're good on all levels. And that's coming from me, Mr. Cocktail guy over here, right? So it's true. So my eyes don't burn, so it's always a win.
Yep, absolutely.
Sean, we got a great question here. So Captain James, what's your preferred cocktails with your rums?
That's a good question. Definitely old fashioned for the Falconet.
Okay.
We've got a Culverin Killer, painkiller. That's on a few menus here in Florida. We're front and center at Conch Republic down in Key West, and they have the Culverin Mojito. So I would say, answer the question, old fashioned for Falconet, painkiller for the Culverin, simple drink to make, and the Mojito for Culverin. And I would use any of them in a pina colada, but my favorite is a Culverin in the colada with a floater of the Falconet. Well, this is formidable. You can use this to float on anything, man.
That pina colada sounds awesome.
That does sound,
I didn't even think about a pina colada.
Yep. So
we got a recipe called the Gun Chase Colada, and that's on the website.
That's awesome.
So I want to get back to the fact that you started in 2020. You've taken over Total Wine nationwide, right? But more than that, I mean, from what I understand, you've made a pretty substantial splash in Florida, anyhow, with some very good, well-known establishments where they're bringing your product in over other products.
Correct.
Am I saying that okay?
That's exactly right.
Right.
And so our distributor, has a few rums, and some really excellent rums that have been around for a long time. And they've been shifted off of menus. One of the largest rum buyer in Key West is Conch Republic Seafood. To give you an idea, the volume they do in mojitos is about 3,000 mojitos a month are served through that restaurant.
A month.
And they brought us in ahead of two very well-known old rum companies that happen to use the Solera system. I'm not going to say who.
Yep. And that's fine. We won't either.
Right? And so it was like this. 14 bartenders tasted it. The owner and the owner's daughter tasted it. And we got 16 votes in a competition. Right. And so that's been happening with a lot of waterfront type establishments. A couple tiki bars have taken it in recently. And as we go up and down the Florida coast, we really see that there is more of a desire for, the craft cocktails, and people want to know what they're buying. People want to know what's in their drink, and people are reaching out to buy a better product. And so are, off-premise restaurants and bars. They're doing the same thing, right? And we think that this trend is going to continue. I believe in the trend. That's how I like to drink rums. And that's how we're going to continue to pump Bombarda across the country. And I'm really happy because I want to educate the rum lover on really a new way to enjoy rums and get into the science of it and explain and share and sample. And it's happening every day. I mean, I'm in this 7 days a week with my team, and it's working. We've had
well, I mean, it sounds like you must have an amazing team, because I mean, you're taking on some pretty big names.
Correct.
And you're winning. I mean,
correct.
You're getting that cannon out there and you're blasting away at the competition.
Speaking of that, I'm going to bring this up. Speaking of that, one of my favorite things in the world was watching your video of you guys sailing, and you shot a cannon at a floating tiki.
Oh, you love that one?
I lost it. I thought it was absolutely hilarious that you literally just shot your cannon at it, and we're talking crap across the water to this tiki bar. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Well, so if anybody out there that's watching this hasn't seen us, because we posted that
in the Facebook group.
In the Facebook group after hours. And we posted some of your videos on there occasionally when they come out. Love your videos. It's a great tool. They're a lot of fun, creates a lot of interest. But I think a big kudos to you and your team, like I said, for taking over some of these bars and restaurants, those types of establishments with a product that has only been on the market since 2020.
Yes, which is amazing.
That's amazing, because no matter where you go,
21. We sold our first bottle May 1st. And
there you go.
And Total Wine took it in October. So May 1st, 2021 was our first bottle. And October, bam, they took it over. And yeah, Roger. So it's been, really rapid, accelerated growth. I mean, we've been able to go into, since April of this year, 177 locations in Miami and in other parts of Florida. And Miami, man, they are tough rum drinkers, man. You make it here in this town, and you can make it anywhere. And that we're really excited about Miami embracing the brand. Key West. It's funny that the cannon that you guys saw in the videos is on a boat called the Jolly Rover schooner. And I met this gentleman because I had called him to do a video. I sent him a few bottles. Bill, his name, Bill Malone. And Bill's like, Jim, I've been drinking this rum for many years, and I like your rum. I'll take 6 cases. I'm like, 6 cases? Wow. He's like, yeah, I'm going to give it to all my friends in Key West. And they happen to own all the restaurants and bars in Key West, because they send me people to travel on our boat, sunset cruise, right? Yep. And so we've developed a friendship, and come January, we're going to do a Jolly Rover Rolling Thunder port invasion, where we're going to go from Key West to Tampa, and we're going to be chilling in Tampa Bay at Gasparilla, and we're going to be shooting that cannon.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
We're going to be drinking out of the cannons.
So you're going to the Gasparilla because they do a big Gasparilla there, right? You're going to be there.
We're taking the boat packed with rum, and we're going to be there.
What month is that?
January. Second or third week, I think.
That's a great time for us to leave Iowa.
I'm thinking there you go.
I'm thinking road trip.
When we can get out of here, we might have to take a snowmobile out of here.
Exactly, man.
Snowshoes to the airport.
No, that sounds amazing.
We're going to be posting that. We're going to be doing a port invasion, the Rolling Thunder port invasion by Bombarda. We're going to be on a schooner. We're going to have parties up the west coast of Florida. And once again, it's just about family, friends, that bond and enjoying time together. And that's what this brand is all about.
I'm just going to say that sounds like a lot of work for you. And I'm just thinking that you
need a relief team,
there you go.
Help out there. I might know a couple of guys
might be able to make that happen.
Interested
in maybe coming down and helping you out.
You guys are hired. And we need to bring Paul. We need to get Paul at drums.
Oh,
and
we'll get
drums.
Oh yeah,
Paul.
Paul. I know Paul will be in.
Yes.
He will
Yeah.
absolutely be in 100%.
You know, one thing that I
Exactly,
really like about your guys' stuff over there is like, so like the packaging's fun, the rum is good, but let's get to the next step. Your marketing is fun also to watch.
Yeah.
The rum is the bridge. Like this is the way I describe it to people when people ask me, because I get the question all the time, like, what rum should I go try? So I always try to find a good bridge rum, right? Because you want a rum that's going to bring them from what they've been drinking into the rum universe and be like, oh, this isn't, you know, it's not just what I thought it was before, right? So your rum is actually the perfect bridge rum. Yeah. And each one is a little bit different in a way that can hit some of those aspects, but like the bridge there is perfect, and I love that. So when you're talking about bringing family together, bringing people together, you're bringing the rum community and everybody outside of it together, because now we're bringing some people that didn't think rum could taste like this and be like, oh wow, I didn't even know this was possible. So I mean, I think that's amazing.
That's a good point. And you know, it's about listening to our followers, listening to the community, restaurant owners, bar owners, liquor store owners. And in the hundreds of tastings that we've done over the last 6 months, what came up was, it's a little pricey. Everybody's complaining about price about everything these days.
Oh yeah.
And it's a little strong, right? So once again, go back to your bridge, right? We go back to your bridge. And so then we decided to come out with Drake, which has 5 origins. How about a Guatemala, Venezuela, Jamaica, Barbados, and Dominican Republic blend at 80 proof? Spectacular blend, easy for that bridge, easy for a rum lover to really, you know, get into craft. It's a little bit less expensive, a little bit less strong. And so I'm always listening to what the rum community wants, right? Yeah. And so that's why we came out with Drake. And of course, Drake, a little history, Drake was the true founder of Mojito, Sir Francis Drake. The Mojito was invented by accident by Sir Francis Drake. So it's pretty cool history there. So that's what we're doing for, you know, making sure that our community has some great rums and some cool stories. And we always try to add a little history, but like Roger was saying, it's all about family. And in my case, the father and son bond, and just, you know, having a good time.
So for those of you guys who missed it, if you jumped in late here, I do have a code that Captain Jane's provided for us today. So it is shopbombardarum.com. That coupon code is BROTHERS. Get you a 10% discount, maybe some free shipping in there as well. So I put that in there. So scroll to find that. I want to let you guys know that's in there if you're jumping in a little bit after here.
It looks like we've got a lot of comments. Are you keeping up with those comments?
I'm always keeping up. I never drop the ball.
Because I feel like you're dropping the ball.
Never dropped the ball.
Are you sure?
I'm amazing. So I'm going to get.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
If you could stop yelling at me for 2 seconds.
Well, I can't help it.
Really putting the pressure on over here. All right, so I do want to get raw for a second here. This is a fun one. So something we always do on this show that makes people cringe a lot of times is the fact that we take a really fine rum, right? You made this amazing rum. You just talked about how beautiful the process is. And then we take it and we put it into a Diet Coke and a Diet Pepsi. How does that make you feel as a distiller that we're taking a rum and doing something crazy like putting something into simple sugary like a normal pop mixer?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. You know, I mean, everybody enjoys rum in their own unique way. And so I say, you know, that's one of the beautiful part of rum is it's a drink that can be mixed across the board with everything and anything, right? You can't say that about too many spirits, but rum, the mixability is really why I love rum particularly. So yeah, I mean, you know, if you're going to put Formidable in a Coke, I'm probably not going to be on the show again, dude.
It's gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Hey, well, truth be known, I might have done it once or twice, you know, or a floater, but yeah, so I'm okay with that, man. Do it. You know, Pepsi, Coke, whatever is your fancy, you know.
That's how we do things on this show.
It's amazing because we got so many great people that they do this because and a lot of people that come to our show, they are not like the Robs, like you were talking about, these big rum connoisseurs. They're people who are getting into rum. They don't know how much rum is out there. They're
Yeah.
they're in a starting point, and
I'm
they
a
just
rum
wanna
and
know
coke.
what there is.
I'm a rum and coke, rum and Pepsi guy myself. So it's thumbs up, brother.
Nice.
I knew I liked
We're gonna
this guy.
clip this out.
I
Make
knew
this
I
the
liked this
whole
guy.
advertisement for the show. So everybody who yells at us that we mixed up, get out of my face, okay? Because
I got to be a rum nerd and I got to be a real guy. Down the
There you
middle.
go.
Exactly.
Yep, you're walking that line, right?
Absolutely. So we got one comment here. So love the rum old fashioned, Sean. Super excited about that. I saw the video of you shooting the cannon, made me more determined to get that bottle to try. Terry is looking for that bottle. I love it.
Man,
Blends was my next question. So great response there. I love it.
I love the presentation.
We make a lot of cannon sounds when we do your videos.
Let's face it, when you're in the store, you know, and you're looking for something different other than, you know, the big name brands, which I'm not even going to say who they are. We all know who they are. You're looking for something different other than them.
Vodka drinkers,
gin drinkers. Anyhow, you know,
tequila drinkers.
how dare they?
You're looking for something different. So when you spot something that's unique and different and classy,
You're gonna buy
looking like this, setting on the shelf, you're gonna be like, I wonder what that would be like.
Yes.
And I'm gonna buy that. You know, because let's face it, that's the only thing that you have going for you setting on the shelf. You know, it's your advertisement to the world saying, buy me, try me, you will like this, right?
Right. It's true.
And so let's talk for a minute.
Before we talk for a minute, if you guys haven't hit that thumbs up button or you haven't subscribed or share button, make sure you guys are doing it. Let everyone know about Bombarda Rum. Okay, Roy, you can go now.
Okay, so last week we talked with our followers here a little bit about there might actually be some upcoming opportunities that would actually open up the doors for individuals like us, for example, and everyone else out there that might actually be interested in becoming more a part of things other than just buying the rum on the shelf and drinking it and enjoying it. You know, there, from what I understand, we've kind of talked about this briefly a little bit, right?
That's right.
About some different opportunities that you have out there right now to help everybody else become a bigger part of your brand.
That's
right?
That's right.
Did I say that okay?
No, that's exactly right, Roger. And so, you know, we are in the midst of a crowd fundraise at wefunder.com.
Okay.
And you can invest in the brand. We're going to have a public launch on June 10th. So you can have a look at investing in the brand. All the videos are there. There's numbers, there's financials, there's everything you want to understand about investing in a rum brand. And what crowdfund does is it really opens up the investment into a brand for a very low amount of money.
So,
right?
So I don't need like $10,000 to
no,
invest.
$100 minimum.
100? How much?
$100 you can invest.
I want to make sure. Am I hearing this right?
$100.
Just $100. That's it.
Right. That's it.
I'm spending all of Royer's $100 bills.
All of them?
Well, yeah, you can invest 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000.
Whatever is affordable, right?
Exactly. And it's all about embracing the rum community. And we wanted to open up this this crowd fundraise to rum lovers. And so the way we're able to do that is with our friends at wefunder.com. There are 1 million subscribers in wefunder.com, and some other smaller, more successful brands have been able to use the crowd fundraising platform to build their brands and to bring in capital. And we need capital to keep growing. We need capital to keep making product. And so we've decided to offer the opportunity to become a rum company owner through wefunder.com. Certain disclosures you guys have to send out if you want to send a link, but you guys are welcome to have a look and read about you know, the financials and the videos, and it's all online at wefunder.com.
Awesome.
just have to search for it when you go to the website. And like I said, there's some disclosures that Roger, you'll have to post for you guys to do that. But yeah, listen, you guys anybody wants to be a partner and a part owner of a rum company, here it is right now.
Because let's face it, as fast as what you're growing, you know, that's got to be expensive. Everybody out there thinks that because you're doing well, you're just making boatloads of money. But in reality, when you're growing a business like yours or any business at all, you're actually there's a lot of money going out, right? It's going out that you're not seeing come back in. You're making good sales, you're making good contacts, you're growing and everything else, but it kind of takes time to catch back up with itself. So you've got to be able to, you know, keep growing at that expanse, especially as fast as what you are growing, which I think is incredible.
It is.
And it says a lot about your product. Now, again, I want to make sure that everyone that's watching this understands we are not offering financial advice in any shape or form. Okay. But what there is there's an opportunity to become a part of a rum company like Bombarda Rum and basically invest right into your company.
Not like Bombarda Rum, Bombarda Rum.
There you go. Okay. And you can invest right into their company through wefunder.com. Did I get that correct, Captain?
That's right. You just go to the search, you know, the little, what do they call the little thing you search? The search button, whatever.
Yep.
So what we'll do is
Bombarda Rum.
You sent us the email, right? I think we got it in an email there. We'll get the disclosures, everything we need to do it right. We'll put it in the Facebook group for you guys. So if you guys keep an eye out there, once we get all that kind of set up, we'll attach the link there too, so you guys can check it out. But obviously you're welcome to go search it, but we want to make sure it's easily accessible for you guys.
Yeah. And it's, you know, it's pre-launch. It's going to launch June 10th. So
June 10th.
Yeah, when you can look at it right now, you do have to do a search for it. And I wanted to offer that to your community is, you know, a chance to become involved with at the very early stage of a rum brand. And we are, you know, we're setting records, man, to have that type of volume in a short period of time. We're 3 years ahead of any brand out there.
Just that's awesome.
Of the first purchase. And by virtue of just the response from, you know, the rum business community, the product, the presentation, and we're going to get bigger, bolder, and better. And it's all about just delivering a great product, a quality product for a good price, and with a great story behind it. That's true and modern, to, you know, in this time.
Yeah.
And so the money and capital involved to start a brand is quite significant. Right. And most of these brands, most of the larger brands that everybody knows, these larger companies are looking to buy smaller companies. They don't want to innovate. They want to just buy and invest in rums that have a solid growth trajectory. And innovation is key. Authenticity is key. And a quality product is most important. And so we fit the bill. You know, and that's why we think that we are probably, you know, going to be very successful in the WeFunder crowdfund raise. And so I'm happy to be able to present it. This is the first time that I'm announcing this at all to anybody other than, you know, friends and family and all that.
Absolutely. And I'm going to say right here, right now, you heard it here on Just Drinking, right? Yep. And we're sharing it with the best rum community in the world.
In the world.
Here. And the funny thing is, you may not understand this, Captain, but we do have followers that are in India and across Trinidad and Scotland. And I mean, they are everywhere.
Yes.
And which is really cool.
Just don't do a spell check. All right. I still have to edit a little bit.
No spell checking involved. Trust me. When we've been drinking rum, the last thing we're doing is spell checking.
Not happening.
Terry
it's all there. It's all there, man.
Terry says it sounds like the best $100 spent on rum without the hangover. I don't think you could say it much better than that.
I can't disagree with that. Again, they're not financial advisors in any shape or form.
But I do think it's a great opportunity. Very cool. Very awesome. I absolutely think that's the first time I've heard of something like that. And the fact that
too.
you're offering it up here a little bit early for the people watching here just makes it that much more amazing. I think it's absolutely incredible.
I think this is a really cool opportunity. Again, I agree with Robert that I've never heard of anything like this. You know, I mean, we've talked to quite a few different rum companies, and you know, we've had a rum or two here or there, and there's some really good ones out there. I mean, there are some really good rums, and you fall right in that category of some really good rums.
Yes.
But you know, when I'm having those and I'm talking with the distillers, I'm always interested. Man, I kind of wish that I could be a part of that, you know, in some fashion. And lo and behold, here we go. You know, I mean, you are offering an opportunity for everyone out there to jump in and be a part of your journey, right? Absolutely. And you know, there's also, I mean, there's an upside and there's a downside, you know, and it's all about your level of risk that you want to take personally. But I do have to agree, you know, $100 or thereabouts, you know, I mean, you get to be involved with a rum company firsthand. You can actually say, I'm part of Bombarda Rum, right?
That's right. Really cool.
And you don't even have the hangover afterwards, right?
There you go. I'm in the crew.
That's right. You know
That's
what?
right.
One thing I want to point out here. So we're coming into the last few minutes.
Yep.
If you guys have any questions that you want to roll in,
shoot them over.
Yep. We want to make sure you get them in.
Get
I know
those cannons out. Shoot them over.
Fred, thanks for joining us here a little bit late. No worries, man. If you scroll up, we actually have a discount code for you up there. Scroll through the comments.
What is it?
there.
What's the discount
Captain
code?
James.
Brothers.
Brothers.
There we go. Brothers.
ShopBombardaRum.com.
You can save 10%. Go
Everything
check
across
out
the board.
What's
kind of
that?
a Memorial Day. It's kind of a Memorial Day, Father's Day, brothers.
There you go.
Sweet.
Across the board, free delivery. Yep.
So want you guys to be a part of that. So obviously make sure you're hitting those thumbs ups as you're coming in. You guys already have been. You already know.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing. But yes, so if you have any last minute questions, let us know here as we kind of wrap things up. Just want to make sure everybody gets a chance.
So again, I want to recap. We want to make sure that everyone goes to bombardarum.com and check them out. There's a really cool story about Captain James and his father, who was nicknamed Papa George.
Navy man. Yeah.
He's a Navy man. And some really good history there. And this is a rum company that actually has a real meaning behind it. You know, and I think there's a lot of rum companies out there that you can't necessarily say that about. And I think that I find that really unique. I think that's very interesting, and I think it's pretty cool. But go check them out at bombardarum.com. And if you want to be a part of bombardarum.com, where do they go, Captain James?
They go to wefunder.com.
wefunder.com.
Yep, and just search Bombarda Rum, and it'll show up with all the videos, the facts, the figures, the numbers. You'll get a great education on why we stand out and why, you know, within a short period of time are in 400 locations. We're in Canada. We're growing. We're going to be probably expanding into 4 countries in Europe, only because we're bottled there anyway. So that's all on the horizon, man.
Awesome.
Make it happen.
So
that's national brand.
So you can actually be a part of a rum company that is growing and expanding, and the sky is the limit for this company, right?
So Carlos is asking, do you ship to all the states?
We ship to all the states except I think Alaska and Hawaii are the only states we haven't been able to ship to. What particular state is he in?
Carlos, are you looking for a shipment to you? Let us know where you're at. You can send us an email too, and let us know after the fact too, and we'll make sure we get you hooked up.
Yeah, most of the states except Alaska and Hawaii, I think. Actually, no, we did send a bottle to Nome, Alaska. So Alaska's in there, man. We're good. Wherever you
good.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's it.
That's amazing. That is amazing. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up. I really appreciate you taking the time, share a little bit about your rum company. Obviously, you guys have a ton going on.
Yes,
so
you do.
Really appreciate you just hanging out with us, sharing some of the stuff about your rum, showing it off. Really excited for what you guys have coming up. Royer, you look like you're about to burst out of your shirt.
Is there any last minute things that you want to share with the group?
Well, listen, it's always great to be here with you guys. That's number one. You guys put on a great show. I love that you guys are introducing, the rum community to a great medium to really get people excited about rum. So that's the first thing, is I want to thank you guys.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And second thing is, if you put your heart and you put your mind and you're passionate about anything, whether it be rum or anything in your life, you will succeed. It just takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of believing in yourself. And it takes a lot of great family and friends to coach you along. And it takes a great wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
100%.
I agree with you all across the board on that entire thing that you just said. 100%.
Yeah. And I just got married a month ago. So there you go.
Congratulations.
I crossed the line.
That is
Another
awesome.
one bites the dust,
That's amazing. Oh, that's so awesome.
That's my message, just work from your heart, work hard, and just have a good time doing it, and success will follow.
Yeah,
man. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We definitely wish you all the best that there is out there for you, Captain James. We really do.
Thank you, man. Always a pleasure to be here with you guys,
So
awesome. With that, if you guys got any questions, feel free to send the messages over. We'll relay them. We'll get you answers. You know the drill. We're always looking to bring you guys the very best of rum. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Everybody that commented, you guys are amazing. If you ever need anything, let us know. Obviously, you guys know where to find us. At weareJustDrinking.com, the Patreon, we're on there as well. You guys can find the Facebook group at Just Drinking After Hours. We always want to make sure we're bringing you guys new rums each and every week. Thank you so much. And with that, Royer, let's get them home safe.
Always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and no rums were harmed during the making of this video.
Not at all. We'll see you next time, guys.
Take care.
Peace, love, and rum.